You cannot go through traumatic events, have life basically slap you in the face, and not think that you don't need to heal. Hello beautiful people, thank you guys so much for tuning into my channel. I am Darla and you are tuned into The 30 Journey. Here we're on a faith and fulfilled journey through our 30s, and I'm so happy you decided to join me for this video today. So fam, in this video we are going to be talking about healing. I am so happy to talk about healing with you all because I think we hear a lot of times how we need to heal, we need to make sure that we're working on ourselves and being better, and going through the motions to do the things that we know are going to bring us to higher, greater, and more. And one thing that we don't really do, we don't really talk about how to heal. And a lot of people might not know what it means to go on a journey of healing. Like, where do I even start? And I'm so happy to be able to bring this video to you guys so you're able to kind of see how I went on my journey and how I was able to go through the, process of really healing. This is what I want to throw out there. I was going to save this for the end, but I'm going to tell you guys right now. Healing it's not a destination. It's not you getting to a point where you're like, I made it, I'm here. But you should really look forward to getting to a place where you feel great about where you are and how far you've come. But don't allow yourself to believe that it is a destination, because you'll be very disappointed when you have certain things that may trigger some traumas that you may be healing from. So allow yourself to know that this is also a journey, and understand that it is okay if you fall and you slip along the way. But I'm really, really excited to be able to give you guys some tools to better help you on your journey to healing. And I'm so happy to share this with you all. So if you are interested, please keep on watching. So one of the first things that I believe my healing journey required me to have was self-awareness. So when I started, really getting on my 30 journey and focusing on a lot of the things that I knew I needed to kind of tackle, it was interesting to me how God kept pointing out my childhood. Like, I kept having flashbacks of childhood, things I had never thought about in I don't know how long, dreams that I had when I was a child. I was like, I didn't even know that it was possible for something like that to even happen. And this personally happened to me when I was, really going through my season of illness, because I ended up getting really, really sick. I talked about this in a video. I'll go ahead and post it in the cards and down below for you guys if you want to check it out. But that particular time was when I started getting pointed to a lot of the childhood things. And then I also ended up doing another video about childhood traumas, which also sparked a lot of thoughts and things that I hadn't thought about in a very long time as well. And what this time really did for me was bring more self-awareness to why I was dealing with some of the things that I was dealing with right now in adulthood. And I ended up realizing that, oh, this is this. And I honestly also realized just recently, to be quite honest with you guys, that I have had anxiety since I was a very small girl. Now, granted, I believe it manifested even more as an adult for whatever reason, but I've always had it and I didn't even realize it. And I think that is a big part, of self-awareness, and me even being able to recognize that. And when you have self-awareness, you're able to see a lot of different things that you probably weren't able to see at one particular point in time. And another thing that comes with self-awareness is being able to go on this journey, seeing that people that you come across and you meet and circumstances that you have are truly just mirrors. I look at a lot of the experiences that I have with people around me and I'm like, oh, you're just mirroring something for me. You're here to teach me something. Oh, there's a lesson somewhere in this. And it's not so much to look for it, but to just acknowledge and be aware that it exists. And that was really something that catapulted my journey to healing, and really allowing God to speak to me, not only through, dreams and visions, but also people too. And the beautiful thing about self-awareness is that you're able to recognize it and know it when you see it. So when it comes down to healing and understanding yourself better, just know that self-awareness is a big, huge puzzle piece. So another thing my healing journey allowed me to do was ask myself some hard questions. One thing that I realized I was starting to be able to do was ask myself questions as if I was talking to a little child that I was trying to, get them to be able to understand. It was me talking to myself, very kind. And the inner voice in my head was really guiding me to be able to ask myself the hard questions and ask myself the right questions. And a lot of times when you have self-awareness, you know when things are wrong. You know when you've done things that are not right. And being able to be self-aware enough to, understand that and know that allows you to get to the point where you're able to ask yourself those hard questions and really call yourself out when you know something that you're doing is not right. For example, when you are, not performing your best at work and you know that you could be going a little bit harder, doing a little bit more, but for whatever reason you're laxing, right? There are a lot of people that will not really ask themselves, could I be doing more? Should I be doing more? Why am I not doing more? Can you do more? That to me is self-awareness put into action. Because like I said, if you don't have anyone around you really holding you accountable, at least you should be holding yourself accountable. And if you have a true relationship with God, I kid you not, the Holy Spirit is going to hold you accountable. The Holy Spirit is coming for you because you know that you should be working towards greater and better. And being self-aware enough to really ask yourself those questions, just like you would a child. Have you done all your homework? Did you really do all your homework? Were you doing your best on your homework? It's really going through the motions in the same way and being able to heal yourself that way as well, because you're only doing yourself a disservice when you are not putting your best foot forward. Y'all know I posted on my Instagram and on YouTube The 4 Agreements. That is one of my favorite books, and one of the agreements is always do your best. That's an amazing agreement, considering that, not everybody puts their best foot forward and everything, but there should be an intention there to do it. Because when you do that, you have to understand that life will continue to reward you for doing that. And when you challenge yourself and when you really talk to yourself like a child and tell yourself, could you be doing better? Could you be doing this? When you're able to truly have those conversations with yourself, no matter how crazy people might think you are, it is truly, truly a healing human being. And over time, your inner voice starts to become more and more kind. It starts to really call you out on things. And like I said, for a lot of Christians, that's the Holy Spirit. I truly honor being able to have this advocate, because without it, I can continue to spiral to do things that I know are not serving me and are not serving God. And I know by continuing to allow the Holy Spirit to lead me and my convictions to lead me, this is what has allowed me to continue to be better and continue to heal in so many areas of my life. And I am truly forever grateful for it, because as much as low-key, I really don't be wanting to hear the Holy Spirit sometimes. I'm just like, you right. You right. So another thing that my healing journey required was for me to get rid of vices. So your vice may be drugs. Your vice may be food. Your vice may be people. Your vice may be ice cream. But whatever you are leaning on, as opposed to getting to the root cause of, just know that these things are temporary fixes. These are not things that are going to allow you to get to the root cause of what the real issue is. Not getting to the root cause of something will always leave you leaning on something to treat it. For example, if you were to get headaches every day, right? Every day, you don't understand why you're getting those headaches every day. You just know that you're getting headaches every day. And instead of getting to the root cause of why you're getting those headaches every day, you just pop in a leave or pop a Tylenol to get rid of it and treat it, and it's coming back the next day. Not realizing that these could be coming from stress, it could be coming from a deeper, medical issue that you may have, but you're not getting to the root cause of what is causing the headaches. And that's why me personally, I'm so big on my health journey and continuing to grow in that space. because I don't want to continue to just conceal and, you know, treat things. I want to really get to the root cause of what's causing them. And when you think about healing and going on a healing journey to really be able to get to the root cause of what may be causing something in your life, you have to let go of the vices and the things that you are leaning on and being dependent on that are only treating the problem and not helping you to really cure it, not really helping you get to the bottom of what's really going on. And going on this journey to be able to better understand what's going on at the root is what's going to allow you to really pick it apart by the seams and start right where you need to start to be able to heal. So another thing my healing journey required from me was to be authentic and stay in a place of authenticity and to strive to be honest every day. So this looks like, for me, being truly honest with people about things that may affect me or things that may hurt me. And that's not always easy, because you know that's showing weakness or, you know, vulnerability. And that's not easy for a lot of us. And what I continue to do to work through that was to realize that every time I'm not authentic and I'm not honest about my feelings with people, about what they may do, it's costing me. It is costing me something. Whether I go home and I feel a way about it, or I'm thinking about it for 3 days knowing that I should have said something. Have y'all ever been in those conversations with people and after the moment has passed and you go home, man, I should have told them about that. I should have said something. That is what I had to deal with a lot of, because I found myself shrinking to make other people comfortable. And that's not healthy for someone who internalizes a lot of things and is an empath, and that is me. So being authentic and honest with people about, like I said, what I may be feeling and how I may interpret certain things and, you know, how those things really affect me is what I had to learn how to do more and more. And I'm still going on this journey. I'm still figuring this out. I'm still doing this as much as I can. Because like I said, I realized that every time I don't, it's costing me something. And who gonna pay that bill? Who gotta pay that bill? Who? Me. So if you are anything like me, understand that when you are in those moments with those people, it may not be the right time at that time, but you make time to go and to let them know that whatever they may have said or whatever they may have done affected you, and really have that conversation, regardless of how they may perceive it and how they may take it and how they're gonna feel about it later on. You gotta free yourself. And that is a big key when it comes to truly healing. So the last thing that I want to share with you guys that was required on my journey of healing was, of course, the foundation, which was making sure that I was staying spiritually rooted on this journey. So a lot of times you may not know exactly what it is that's bothering you. You may not be able to get to the root cause of what is bothering you. And one thing that I really realized as I was going on my spiritual journey is that God was allowing me to see what was really going on, what the deeper issue was. It took time, and he was very, very patient. He revealed to me a lot of areas that I needed work on. And the good thing about it, as far as going on this journey, was that it was just one thing at a time. Like, he did not bombard me with a whole bunch of things like, you got to work on this. It was really one thing at a time. And once I started realizing this, then this came about. And then something else might have come about. But the thing about it was that I was able to see that he was really laying a path. It was like, this is first, then we're going to hit this, then we're going to go this way. And this was all on my spiritual journey, of course, on my 30 journey as well. And just being able to understand, you know, what was really going on. Like, I'll never forget when I had to go, you know, for those appointments of understanding what was going on with me and why I was physically tired all the time. Why I felt like I couldn't do certain things, why it was hard for me to leave the house sometime, like what was really going on. And I remember, you know, praying during that time about, like, God, free me of this, because I don't know what's going on. And the first step of that particular journey was actually going to a doctor and really hearing the word anxiety for the first time. because I had no idea. And I remember there were a lot of situations I was in with people where I couldn't really explain what I was feeling and what was really going on. I didn't have the language for it then. Slowly but surely, I started to go on a journey of finding those answers and really being able to understand what was really happening. And then going on a journey of being able to heal myself. Because I explained to you guys in the video that I talked about at the beginning of this video that it was important for me to understand what was going on with me. And it was my spiritual journey that did that. It wasn't anyone that could give me those answers at that particular time of what I was dealing with. And I can only give a credit to my spiritual journey for that. The beautiful thing about that too is I didn't rush that process. As much as I wanted to be healed and I wanted to understand what was going on, I didn't rush it. And what ended up happening was I started to figure out, read more, understand, my body better, to better understand why it was doing some of the things that it was doing and what was happening. And then I was being exposed to more and more things about health. I was being exposed to more and more things about understanding my body better and what I'm eating could be affecting what's going on in my mind and why I'm having dizzy spells and no one can tell me the reason why. It was the craziest journey, but thank God for that journey. I'm so grateful that he continued to take me by the hand and lead me to healing. Literally, led me to healing my own body. And it was the spiritual journey that I went on that brought me to my greatest healing. And that's what I hopefully gave to you in this video today, and allow you guys to see that you can start this journey. You can allow yourself to be healed from the inside out. And know that this is a journey. There is no destination. The destination is when you die. That's when you know it's over. But until then, continue to go on this journey and allow yourself to be led to healing. So beautiful people, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't hesitate on giving it a thumbs up. That always helps. If you are committed to a journey of healing, if you are even on a journey of healing right now, I need to know. Let me know in the comments. I would love to hear. I love interacting with y'all in the comments, and I thank y'all so much for commenting more. I'm starting to see more and more people doing that, so thank y'all so much. Also, if you are not subscribed, you already know what I'm about to say. You already know. It's about time you just go ahead and give in. Just go ahead and do it. I tell you all the time, we have no cover charge here over here at The 30 Journey. Completely free. Completely free. As always, guys, remember to keep God first and to stay winning spiritually. Peace.